Join us as we plant 2 trees in 3 minutes. So the first thing that we do is we remove the sod or the turf. This does a couple of things for us. The first thing that it does is it removes chunky grass. So when we're backfilling around our tree, we're not digging through that clumpy grass. The second thing that it does is it removes it. So that way we're not backfilling with it, and that's popping back up once a tree is planted and bermed, which I'll get into berming later. But it also makes sure that grass isn't going to be popping up through their mulch if they wanted to mulch their trees. Nobody wants grass popping up through their mulch. What I'm doing now is working on getting my depth and my width. So as far as depth, we only go as deep as the root ball. The reason for this is we don't want the tree root ball being below ground level surface. The reason for this is we don't want that dirt over time coming back up against the trunk. That's not good for the tree. As far as the width of our hole, we're going to go 1.5 times wider than the root ball. The reason we do this is it gives plenty of root space for the tree. You can go up to 2, but we go 1.5. The next thing I'm doing is perturbing the roots. So this is kind of breaking up those roots that circle around. This is going to help them go in the right direction. The planting mix that you see me using, that's Royal Gold planting mix. Highly recommend this for your tree. It's going to aerate the dirt around it. It's also going to add the nutrients that it needs that have maybe been exhausted over the years. So we love this planting mix. So you see me berming up the tree. What I'm doing is I'm taking all of that extra dirt. We use all of that backfill back on the tree. That's why it was important to put the sod in a different spot. We're going to put that up against the trunk. We will be working that back away from the trunk, but this is going to create the well for the tree. This will sink down over time, which is why another reason it's important that we don't stomp back in that backfill. So I've created the well for the tree. This is going to help for watering, so the customer is watering their tree and not their whole yard. What I'm using is 16-inch rebar for the stakes. I am staking and tying this in a flat black rope. This rope doesn't eat into the tree. It is flat, so it does help, so it doesn't eat into the tree as the tree grows. But I am stake and tying this, making sure that my ties are not super tight around the trunk. This is only going to be left on no longer than a year, but this is a great way to do it, so it's not those big ugly T-posts. It's really discreet way. It almost doesn't even look staked and tied from the road. But this is it. Happy, happy customer and 2 wildfire black gums.